Hello, it's Sally, and today I am going to cover how I came up with the pricing for my Airbnb unit. As I had mentioned in a previous video, I really didn't know what I was doing. In my real estate business, I know where to go for the research, whether someone's buying or selling. I have all that data available to me. But when it came to pricing my place for the Airbnb site, I really didn't know where to go or what to do. So the first logical place to go was the Airbnb site. So what I looked around in my neighborhood was what were other 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom units charging? What were they offering? What did I have that was better than them? What did they have that was better than me? So that was my first sort of step into looking for the research is in the Airbnb site. The next step, I thought I would check the hotels. I wanted to see what they were charging on a nightly basis. I didn't want to compete with their pricing. I wanted to seem like a bargain, but also be really happy with what I was charging. So that was my next step. By then I was beginning to get a feel. My first month that I was going to be available to let my place out was in August. I knew August. I'm right downtown Toronto. I'm right on the water. It's a very touristy neighborhood. So I knew I had prime location and the rates in that time were going to be higher than probably for the other parts of the year. So based on what I had found out, I had picked a price and I got booked quite quickly. So I realized that I could probably charge a little bit more and get away with it. So this year I upped my price an extra $50 a night, and I was able to get that quite easily. So that was my beginning foray into pricing. What I needed to do was from then figure out what different seasons I can gather. As I was coming out of August, September, I was having to reduce my price a little bit. I went into October, my prices went down a bit more. Where I made my first big mistake was thinking that Christmas, New Year's was going to get us the same price as prime August was, and I didn't. And other than a booking over the New Year, I actually sat empty much of the December. So I had to learn that, if you are sitting empty and you do want to get it rented out, start reducing your price, and it might be on a $10 increment until you hit that sweet spot, and then you'll know, okay, this is what I can do. And once you've got your first year, then you can figure out your second year, and so on and so on. I was talking to one of my clients who has done her Airbnb from her basement, and she did the same thing. I asked her, how did you come up with your pricing? And she said, well, at first I picked a price because I wanted to get it filled, because she wanted to get the ratings in the system. So if you do want to get going, obviously people are going to judge you on comments other people have made. And rather than sitting empty with a high price and not getting any comments, she got lots of bookings very quickly, lots of comments, and so that encouraged other people to come and book through her place. So really that was my initial setting of my prices based on Airbnb, based on the hotels, and really a lot of trial and error. So right now I'm still figuring it out, but it seems to be working for me. So that's kind of it for me for today. We're going to be covering, how I got ready for going onto the Airbnb site. So I hope you join in the journey. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the area below, and we'll get back to you. Take care. Bye.